What's it up, baby? Y'all didn't know who it is. That big boss hog, boss dog K-Po through the door here to talk this boxing. What's good with y'all? Real quick, saving to be no long video. I just want to drop my reaction to the Caleb Plant vs. David Benavides press conference. It was a very eventful press conference. There was a lot of trash talk, mainly from David Benavides and his dad, Jose Benavides Sr. David Benavides say he gonna put Caleb Plant in the hospital. David Benavides talked about Caleb Plant, being knocked out by Canelo. It was a good scrap. I like Caleb Plant energy though. You know what I'm saying? That's the approach I take. Like, man, I don't know. Me, I don't do a lot of talking, bro. As far as like when stuff real, like I don't do a lot of talking. It's no point. It's no point to talk. We're gonna fight or we're gonna talk. I'm not here to talk. I'm not here to give you motivation. I ain't here for none of that. You gonna fight or you gonna shut up? What we doing? You know what I mean? That's me. And that's how I look at Caleb Plant. His energy is just like, man, I ain't worried about nothing, man. I'm pretty sure he ready. You know what I'm saying? But he just like, all right. Like he channeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like he just like, all right. Like that's what it is. I mean, that's for the most part that's how I am. When stuff get real, somebody talking. That's the most you gonna see me do is, all right. You know what I mean? Most people, and they may look at that as, oh man, he's scared, man, he ain't saying nothing. Nah, bro. That boy finna annihilate, Now, I think this is gonna be a very close fight, but I still think Caleb Plant gonna have his hand raised. I just think David Benavides is gonna have trouble, cause he has trouble with boxers, bro. Like he talked about in the press conference how, oh yeah, I destroyed Anthony Durrell. No, you didn't. You didn't destroy Anthony Durrell. They stopped the fight because of a cut. That's it. You didn't knock him out. And granted, it was a technical knockout, but they stopped the fight because of a cut. You know what I mean? If I remember correctly. Anthony Durrell got a cut, and then, he capitalized on that. But he was struggling against Anthony Durrell. Because Anthony Durrell was boxing the brakes off of David Benavides. You know what I mean? I had Anthony Durrell winning that fight. I'm not going to lie to you. Call me crazy. I had Anthony Durrell winning that fight. I just think that movement, him boxing, was too much for David Benavides. I don't know if David Benavides addressed that problem, but it was too much. Also, David Benavides don't move his head, bro. Now, he is a monster. Don't get it twisted. He a monster. But it's like I see some flaws that Caleb Plant could capitalize on. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant, at times he has mental lapses. He holds his chin in the air, which is a problem for a big fighter like David Benavides. If he connect, you going to it's night. You know what I mean? But David Benavides don't move his head, and I think Caleb Plant gonna be able to capitalize on that. You know what I mean? But I think David Benavides is gonna struggle with the boxing ability of Caleb Plant. Caleb from the box, I think Caleb gonna box circles around. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, David Benavides is a champion, but he still ain't fought nobody. You know what I mean? He's talking like he didn't fought all these people. I'm like, Caleb Plant got a better resume. Caleb Plant, to me, is more battle tested than David Benavides. And I think David Benavides knows that. You know what I mean? So this is like a step up for David Benavides. Although David Benavides is crushing his opponents, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. What I see Caleb Plant boxing circles around. That's what I see. I still think it's going to be a close fight because I think David Benavides will be able to cut the ring off in times and let his hands go and have little flurries because that's what he does. But I think for the most part, Caleb gonna box circles. around him. And this will be a statement win for Caleb if he's able to knock out David Benavides. This will be a statement. Like, you know, his revenge tour that he talking about, this will be a statement win for him. Like, this gonna raise some eyebrows. Like, what the he did that to David Benavides? That's what I think. You know what I mean? Now, if he just beat David Benavides, I could see this being like there could be a sequel, like a part 2, which I think this is I think this fight gonna happen twice. That's what I think. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I've been wrong before. I think there's gonna be a part 2 to this. I think what's gonna happen is I think Caleb Plant gonna win by decision, split decision, and then David Benavides is gonna request a rematch. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. You know what I mean? But I like the energy. I like everything. Like, I like everything about this fight. We need more fights like this. You know what I mean? This fight these dudes gonna give it their all. I just think that if David Benavides, because he hasn't really fought anybody else who's a slick boxer. You know what I mean? He fought I think his last fight was against David Lemieux. David Lemieux stand in front of you. You know what I mean? So he ain't really addressed that problem, in my opinion, as far as fighting slick boxers. You know what I mean? So, and we ain't gonna make no excuses about, you know, him being bigger and all that. We ain't gonna do that. At the end of the day, it's about skill. It's about IQ. And, you know, let the best man win. I'll just give him my opinion and what I see from my point of view. Like I said, that's why I say in my opinion. But David Benavides may get in there and knock out Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? But it's just some things that I see from him. You know, I'm like, he could be beat, bro. You know what I mean? He can. Now, if David Benavides fight like Canelo, Canelo head movement is too good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's different. You know, I don't know. But what should the next person get after this win? Canelo holding on to them belts, so I don't know. I don't know if Canelo just retire or because he can't go to 175. You know, that Bivol exposed him. So maybe another rematch, you know, with Caleb Plant, Canelo. If David Benavides is successful, David Benavides versus Canelo. That's a big fight. I don't know if Canelo will fight David Benavides, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Canelo looks at David Benavides. David Benavides is going to have to look vulnerable in this fight against Caleb Plant in order for him to get opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, against Canelo. Because Canelo fight dudes are bad performances. So, David Benavides is going to have to look very vulnerable. Like, he going to have to look like he get his tail end handed to him. You know what I mean? In order for him to probably get a fight with Canelo. You know, if he come in there and he spark Caleb Plant, he ain't going to get that fight. He wasting his time. He might as well go up to 175. Because as long as Canelo got them belts, that opportunity that he wants, that he's trying to get, is not going to happen. You know, so he has to look at, okay, how do I want to go about this? Now, granted, he a fighter, and I understand the mindset. You want to go in there and destroy this boy. This is your enemy. You know what I'm saying? And this settles the score. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if Benavides is successful, if he looks too good, he's not gonna get a Canelo fight. If Caleb Plant wins this fight, I think he can get another Canelo fight because Canelo beat him already. So Canelo gonna look to, look at that. Like, oh, okay, I beat him already. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll jump back in there with Caleb Plant. But Benavides, I don't see him jumping back in there. Plus, Benavides is, Hispanic and Aztecian, whatever it is. I think his name is the Aztec Warrior or whatever. Whatever it is. Canelo don't want to fight no other Hispanics. He even said that. If you Mexican, I don't want to fight you. which is ridiculous to me, because if somebody was black, sat there and said, I don't want to fight another black fighter, if Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence or Deontay Wilder said, man, I ain't fighting no other black people, they would get cooked. You see what I'm saying? So I think that we need to push for that fight. We need to demand, as fans, we need to demand that fight. We need to demand that Canelo get in there with David Benavides if he is successful against Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? I think Canelo will fight Caleb Plant, like I said, because he previously beat him. But like I said, man, good press conference. I like the energy. This fight gonna sell. It's trash talk, mainly coming from Benavides' side. Caleb Plant saying little stuff here and there, but he ain't really doing too much talking. You know, like, you know, you gonna say a little bit to kind of let them know, like, I ain't worried about you. You know, but he ain't going hard like Benavides is. Benavides talking about I'm gonna fucking put you in the hospital. You know, I'm gonna fucking knock you out. You know, you gonna be laying on the fucking ground. Like, they talking like that. You know what I mean? Which is, to me, it seems like he nervous. You know, based off how he talking. That's just my perspective. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what is, you know what I mean? I don't know. In my experience, bro, like, dudes that talk like that, they concerned. So they trying to hype themselves up and gear themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I see. You know what I mean? You know, when I look at Caleb still being Caleb. Caleb, like, all right. You know, like, all right, cool. You know, when Anthony Durrell was talking like that, Anthony Durrell was calling him a B word and all this stuff, Caleb was like, all right. We'll see. You know? So, I like that energy, because, like I say, it's nothing to talk about. We ain't fighting. What we talking for? You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to do too much talking. So, I like that energy of Caleb Plant. He seemed calm to me. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about the press conference. Who do you think is a little nervous and who's not a little nervous? Boss go.